Pam pam param pam 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 param pam 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 param pam 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 param pam. We're looking for the perfect beat. We're looking for the perfect beat. We're looking for answers. We're looking for especially historical freestyle answers. We're looking with this particular program, Freestyle Talk. We're looking for answers, especially of the missing years, because a lot of people. This is before I say your name. I want to end it up with this one. A lot of people believe that freestyle was something that was done only in the 80s. But now people are realizing that that we have 35 years of freestyling. Freestyle was done in 91, 92, 93, 94, 95. Freestyle has never stopped. It's been underground and silent and quiet here, but we have been freestyling forever. So now, with that being said, let me introduce my artist, my guest artist for tonight in our freestyle show, Freestyle Talk, the one and only Rock E. Ramos, a freestyle legend, West Coast freestyle legend, which is national. Not only West Coast, but national and international. Say it, Rocky.
Yes, sir. You got that right. International.
International, because
international.
We're international.
And we're talking about dance music in general is international. So I mean, go figure, because freestyle is a part of that genre.
Yeah,
a part of that.
It's a branch
with that group.
Yeah, freestyle is nothing but a branch of the birth of freestyle, which I consider the birth. In my search of, because I've been searching, especially the last 6 months or something like that. I've been really in search of, and I find out that Arthur Baker, John Robbie, made music for a group called the Zulu Nation, Africa Bambaataa, the Zulu Nation, and something new was born out of all that movement back in 1980. And then. Some people, then the hip hop culture took off, but basically what I believe is was that it was just dance music, and then and the hip hop culture kind of it was integrated over here, and like I said, branches, because we're really big fans of the what I call the contagious beat. That is just contagious beat. I love it. I can't get enough of it, and I believe that it should be back on the air like yesterday.
Yeah, definitely. But you know what? Too, you cannot mimic a feeling. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can try to duplicate a feeling, but you cannot organically duplicate that feeling. That's what freestyle. That's what any genre really is. Hip hop, when it first came out, right?
Right.
Hip hop is an organic feeling that you and me felt in a certain way that's kind of different than the way they feel it today.
Exactly.
So that's kind of my point. It's like, I mean, I don't want to jump in right away, but I just kind of, you struck a nerve, a chord with me, Bernardo.
Say it. Say it.
Hey, man, when it comes to hip hop, bro, let me just tell you like this. I was born in 1970, and I'm going to tell you, hip hop's been around since the 50s. Okay, let me tell you why. Because the first rap song I ever heard, I forgot. Okay, I'll admit it. I forgot the group. It was a black group. And, this black group did this whole song on the Ed Sullivan Show, and they did nothing but rapping, okay? So that means hip-hop in itself goes way back. But now when we're talking about hip-hop as a culture, an urban culture, to me that started in the 80s. Right. That started in the late 70s, early 80s. Mm-hmm. With Cool Herc and I mean, we're talking about DJs Okay, we're just talking about DJs that just spin vinyl records, and we're talking about New York music. You know, New York hip hop first,
right?
Because that's where hip hop originated from, was New York,
right?
You know, and we're talking the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, the boogie down.
The boogie down.
Right. So anyway, long story short, on my end, when I was growing up in the 80s, you know, I grew up as a musician. I'll just tell you like that first. So, you know what? Hey, I don't want to mess up it. I want first you to ask me the questions before I jump in there.
No, because you know, because we're you know, so let's start it by the beginning. We want to know, first of all, your name. Is your artistic name Rocky Ramos? Is that your artistic name? Was that your name, your birth name?
Okay, so I can set the record straight. A lot of people, they don't understand, you know, why I use Rocky, and why I'm Rocky. A lot of people might, you know, judge me just to be on the real end. And Bernardo, we talked about this, and I was going to be real with you. I'm just going to
real.
I'm just going to be straight up. You know, we live in a judgmental world, a judgmental society. You know what I'm saying? And my name isn't Rocky because I wanted to be popular, because I wanted to be like Rocky, you know, Dwayne the Johnson, The Rock. No. The reason why my name is Rocky is because, first of all, I'm a Christian, okay? I'm a Christian. And the things in the Bible I believe. And so one of those things is that my middle name is Peter. And in the Bible, there's a story about Peter, and God changed Peter's name. His first name was Simon. He changed his name to Peter, which meant in Hebrew, in Latin, Greek, it means rock. Okay?
Right.
And so my relationship with God goes close to that, why my name is Rock to begin with. Because my middle name is Peter.
Right.
Okay? And so, you know, there's things in my life that transpired that I knew I was always Rock. Okay? And so that my middle name is Peter, but my first name is Ernesto. Okay? So with that said, I mean, hence derives Rocky.
Okay.
So that's my today's artistic name. Okay, but when I first came out with freestyle music back in the day, I went by, excuse me, my stage name was Lorenzo. Yeah, I went by Lorenzo. That was my stage name.
Okay,
Lorenzo Ramos.
What year was this?
And that was in 1991.
In 1991.
Yeah, so I could tell you the story and the history. If you want me to begin at the beginning, I can tell you.
By the beginning. That's the main focus of this particular show. It's called Freestyle Talk, and our big thing over here is we are in search of information, because of social media, a lot of people are tuning in, and you know, you are a legend in the freestyle genre, and a lot of people, everyone should know, you know. And because of the lack of radio play and all that publicity, you know, you know, not a lot of, we lost connection there for a moment. We lost connection there for 15, 20 years. Sorry to say that.
Good time.
Okay. Now, so due to this new instrument, this new tool, social media, we are finally reconnecting. The family is coming back together. So now I feel that we are in that place, and I feel that, you know, I'm really excited about what I'm doing, and I feel that more people should do this. More people should be introducing, you know, and bringing out, you know, artists wherever they're at, you know, bring them back, and so we can all know about this artist. And tonight, my guest is West Coast freestyle legend Rocky Ramos. Say it, Rocky. Say it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm privileged and honored to be your guest on your show, Bernardo. Let me tell you like that. I really appreciate you bringing me on, man.
Say it.
Thank you.
So 1991. Okay, well.
Wait, can you hear me?
I can hear
you. Can you hear me well?
I can hear you well, sir.
Okay.
I can hear you. Everybody can hear you well. Let me ask you a question.
Sorry.
How did you begin in music? Period. We want to know the very first times that you were singing, and, you know, when did it first start? The beginning of it all.
This is gonna sound cliche, but it's the truth. When I was 6 years old, my papi, my dad, he's a very, very, very awesome. I mean, immaculate musician. Greatest guitarist I ever heard besides Carlos Santana. Okay, let me tell you. Greatest vocalist I ever heard besides Michael Jackson. To be honest with you, that's just my opinion. But my dad was a very, very well-rounded artist, musician. He could sing. He could, play almost every instrument you could think of. Long story short, I was 6 years old, and my dad had a music room, and he was always playing his guitar. He was always playing his guitar, and I always wanted his time, his attention. You know what I'm saying? And so my dad knew that at 6 years old, I'm always in his face with his music. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, Daddy, I want to. Actually, I don't remember if I said I wanted to sing or whatever, but all I know is that my dad wanted me to utilize that time, spending time with him. So he threw me on the microphone, and he's like, this is how come I understood freestyle like that. Right away. I'm gonna tell you why, because right away, because and this is the way freestyle, that's why we call it freestyle. Let me just say, because a lot of people have their own versions of what is freestyle and what the name is freestyle and all this stuff. And let me tell you what I think of it. Well, back then when he threw me on the mic, there was no content. I was 6 years old. I didn't understand life period. And I asked him, Daddy, what do you want me to sing? And he's like, just sing about anything, mijo. Sing about the birds and the bees. I don't care. Just sing. I'm going to play and you start singing, And then so I got from him melodies in my head. And so I just started singing at 6 years old, man. I started singing anything I could think of. And as a matter of fact, he said, yes. He said, sing about the birds and the bees. So I started singing birds and the bees.
Birds and the bees. Birds and the bees. That's right.
So that was my first experience.
That was your first experience.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically
that was my first experience with the mic.
Yeah, you come from a musician background. You're ever since you can remember, there's always been music being played around you, and just music. Yes. So okay, that's good. We understand that particular part of the Rocky Ramos freestyle story. That's what we're saying here today. So your first, what we want to know is that very first moment you ever heard a freestyle track. Who was it? The artist? What year? Everything. We want to know. Okay, we want to know that moment where you were conscious and you started asking questions like, "What is this that I'm listening to?" And then later on, it turns out to be that it's freestyle.
Right. So it was actually like this is how it happened in high school, because I always studied music. I was always studying music no matter where I was, whatever I was doing. Music. So in high school, I had a friend who he used to play keyboard, and he had a little Casio. You remember those little Casios?
I remember.
Keyboards?
I remember.
Right.
Yep.
So man, the sounds back then, it was just a like affordable type of Casio keyboard that you would get from your local, department store. Yeah. Long story short, he always used to play, and I was singing with different cover songs that I knew, like stuff with Boy George songs and Aha and all the 80s classics and stuff. And so we would practice these cover songs. And then one day the guy comes to me and he goes, let's do some freestyle music. And this was in 1986, bro. 1985. And I was like, freestyle, what's that? And he goes, hey, check this out. I want to show you what it is. So he showed me a song from, and I don't know if you remember, if you know the origin of the Latin Rascals.
Yes.
Okay, with Tony Moran and the whole group, even what's his name? Because I can't think right now. I have diabetes, so
yeah.
It's my excuse. It's my excuse when I forget something.
So
long story short, he showed me a Latin Rascal track.
Okay.
And it was freestyle. And I was like,
what was the name?
Damn, that's dope.
What was the name of this particular track?
I don't remember. I can't remember, but it was one of their first hits.
Okay.
So I was just drawn into the way that the progression of the melodies were, because I was a keyboardist myself.
Mhm.
And so I love the way that the melodics were, you know, the way that the horns came in, and the way that the chimes and the vibes and all that came in and stuff. And so he started showing me some progressions on A minor, on the keyboard of freestyle. So I started with that. I just started picking it up and started playing them. And that was my first introduction to freestyle. I loved it ever since. I was like, I want more, I want more. And so, you know, I started getting introduced to a lot of different freestyle after that. My town where I grew up in, freestyle, San Jose, California. I grew up in San Jose, California, on the West Coast. Let me tell you, in California, this freestyle genre hit us hard. It was just in my town. We were probably the most prominent town that loved freestyle the most on the West Coast, San Jose.
You hear that, freestyle people out there? And I know this because I've been to San Jose many times, and freestyle is big over there.
Yes.
Freestyle is big. So, and the reason why I say this is because I am 100% sure that the best is yet to come. And
yes,
the freestyle.
Thank you.
The freestyle.
Thank you for saying that,
my bro.
Jesus.
Yeah. The freestyle.
Okay, sorry.
The freestyle community all over the world knows that there's a big hub, a big house, a big home called Freestyle Home in San Jose, California. So that's then again, this is one of the, you know, the program is to
yes. Thank you for saying that.
To speak about, you know, the goods, the bads, what happened, everything, because not only because of historical purposes, but because in reference to what happened there, it's the growth of the future. And for sure that the foundation that our genre has in the area of San Jose, California is amazing.
Yes.
Plenty.
You know, I want to say something, Bernardo.
Say it.
I want to say this with all due respect to my fans, with all due respect to my colleagues in this business, with all due respect to the greats and the ones that are coming up, everybody, the whole freestyle community, with all due respect. Yep. I'm not a newbie in this business. I just want you guys to know that those that don't know me and my history and my business, because that word newbie started to go around once we heard it from popular, bigger artists. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't appreciate that word. I just don't. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because the thing about being a musician, it's like I study all kinds of music. I'm not just, my history goes deeper than freestyle, as much as I'm connected to it. Okay, the history of the origin of my music goes deeper than the genre of freestyle. So I respect music in a whole different way than a lot of people do, because a lot of people don't know who I am. So that's why I'm saying I'm not a newbie, because a lot of people who don't know me might not say, they might say, who's Rocky? Was that a newbie? Or some people who do know me, they want to judge because of the things that they might hear, because instead of coming to the source in this day and age, in social media day and age, what do? We listen to what the, you know, the salt is being poured out there rather than coming to the source.
This is the reason why, this is the reason why at least I'm making this show, and there's other people already making some kind of, people who are serious about this. I'm serious about, even though that, I'm making a show, I'm an entertainer, I joke around this and that, but I'm very serious about the history. About the history. This is not a joke to me. I'm very serious about this. Freestyle is a very serious topic for me, because it's my life story. Just as you are, it's your life story. And it's incredible. We were saying a little while ago, before we started going live, is that, somehow we are like family because of the genre. Even though that, someone might not know each other and this and that, the genre, somehow we are connected to the genre and we can all relate to each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So,
yes.
yeah. So, So this was the year 1991, and
1991, baby.
Lorenzo, 20-year Lorenzo, had big freestyle dreams and was doing it. What was the next move for Lorenzo, and how Lorenzo became Rock E. Ramos?
Well, okay, and we're gonna skip a whole mess of stuff if I go into that right away. So if I don't know how much time do we have,
We
Bernardo?
got plenty of time. We got as much time as you know. Year by year.
Awesome. So it's 1990.
Okay.
And I had graduated from high school 2 years. I graduated in 88. Excuse me, in 1988. That was the year I graduated from high school. Long story short, I found myself going to Hollywood, pursuing anything that had to do with entertainment. And I realized that as much as I wanted Hollywood and to become an actor and do all that stuff, I knew that music was going to be a lot easier for me because I can make music that fast and easy. So I decided to come back home because from San Jose to LA, we're talking 6 hours.
Okay.
Right. So it's kind of a journey, you know, at a young man's age, that's a journey. So Rocky, I came back to South.
Rocky, let me stop you right there for a second, okay? Because I want to be able to say what I'm thinking. So you are not only a singer, but you are also an actor.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Oh, what movies have you done? Oh, what? No, I am. I've been in stuff. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
So you're an actor. You're so what I'm trying to get to is that not only that you are in that you know and own the craft of music, but you are also I'm not, I don't even know how to act, do the acting thing, but you have formation formation in the acting world, which is really cool to know because, for example, I don't know, I'm going to ask you the next question, if you've done movies or are you going to do movies? And, now I want to watch out for you. Now I need to understand your face, like who you is, because I might just be looking at Netflix, one of these days. And, I want to be able to say to somebody, yo, I know that dude, bro. That's my boy, Rocky Ramos, bro.
Yes. Let me tell you like this, Bernardo. I'll tell you like this. I'm going to tell you like this, bro. Check this out, man. It was in 1993. 1993, after I had already been through so much with my record company, that I decided I was going to write a movie. And the movie's called Freestyle Movie. Freestyle. Okay. Freestyle, that's the name of the movie.
I didn't know that.
Check this out. A lot of people want to take credit for the freestyle, about movies and stuff. That's great. Let's all do it. But I just want you guys to know, man, I had this idea about making a freestyle movie since 1993, man. And I wanted to star in my own movie because I had already started writing my own bio, my own biopic. And I just wanted to get freestyle out into the world because I knew how underground the genre was. It's been underground since the beginning.
Yeah. So how far did you get into the making the movie? Did you write a script? Did you how far did it get? How far did the
that's just it. You were talking about, coming in and out of the industry. And so my life got complicated, man. My life got really complicated. But going back to, let me just go back to the acting thing.
Do it.
I had the Baywatch. Okay, there was it was before I got it. I signed to my record company in San Jose. I was in LA, and Baywatch was popular at the time. This was in 1989. Okay. I believe it was 1989, and Baywatch was popular back then. But there was also a competitive show that was called Pacific Blue. It was called Pacific Blue.
Okay.
And then check this out, man. Because back then I used to love to smoke weed, man. I used to love to smoke weed. And so yeah, man. So I was this is a real quick story. I was in Santa Monica Beach, and I had just, smoked weed, and I was still trying to pursue my acting career, and they were filming this show called Pacific Blue. Check this out. I was arrogant. I admit it. I was arrogant.
Let me stop you. Rocky, let me stop you.
Because I was confident, though.
Rocky,
I was real confident.
Rocky, let me stop you right here, okay? Let me tell you something. Yeah. I like you a lot, bro. Say it. Say it.
Thank you, brother.
Say it.
Thank you.
Say it, my bro. I'm saying it, my bro. Me and everybody who's watching, we're really enjoying your interview. Say it. You're legit. You're keeping it real. Do it. Say it.
Yeah, bro. So okay, I'm gonna be me. I'm just gonna be me, brother. Because you know how it is, man. We live in a political. Everything's got to be political. We got to be nice all the time. We got to be cool and sweet. And yes, I get it, but it's hard to fabricate realness. It's hard. It is very hard. For me, it is the biggest challenge to do is to fabricate fakeness. I mean, realness with fakeness, because that's the one thing I hate is fakeness, man. And a lot of people, they shine on me because I'm too real, and I gotta try to tone it down because a lot of people, they don't get it.
You don't.
But anyway,
I don't think you or any artist should tone it down. This is your style, and I think you are a gold bar, a real gold freaking bar, bro. And keep you doing you, cause I'm liking you a lot, Rocky.
Gracias,
you're
brother.
honest.
Thank you, my brother.
That's what we need.
Much love.
We need leaders. The world is lacking of leaders. Because we live in this don't hurt my feeling world. I'm not liking that shit. I'm not liking because no, I really don't, because we're trying to make
brother.
We're trying to make what I see in society is that we're trying to make this special perfect human, and we're not, bro. I do have to tell you, we're not perfect. The only person human that ever lived in this world, his name is Jesus Christ. The rest of us are not perfect.
Amen.
Are not perfect. I'm not perfect. Sir. And we have to, some people, you say what you say, and I will only hold you accountable for something. I will only hold you accountable if you disrespect me. But I can't hold you accountable for you being you. On the contrary, on the contrary, for example,
I wish there were more people. I wish there were more people in this world like you that thought like that.
Well, my friend, we're building them right here. It's you and I and a whole bunch of you and me and the whole freestyle community, because everyone who's watching has a little crazy inside, because I don't know a more crazy bunch of people than the freestyle heads. I love my people.
Ándale.
A big round of applause for all you crazy motherfuckers out there. You crazy. All you do is fight all day. I love you. Say it, Rocky. Say it. Say it.
Yeah. It's funny because I don't want to get away from what I was saying, but I need to elaborate on what you're saying.
Do it.
Because, I've gotten so much flack, my brother. So much flack. So much flack for this shit, for trying to, display what we're talking about right now on a real level, because, you know how it is. Technology takes years to catch up to itself.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And so I think this thing with Facebook, that's what's happening. It's barely catching up to itself right now. So the realness people are starting to embrace, whereas 10 years ago, that's when I had my people lost faith in me because I was being real, and I was trying to, what's happening now, the realness movement, I was already doing that with the group called, Freestyle Performance 10 years ago.
Right. Yeah.
I did that. And guess what?
I believe this is what I believe the rules of the games should be. As long as you keep it real, you're saying the truth. I do have a problem with anyone else with disrespectful people. One thing is to be real, and another thing is to be disrespectful. There's a lot of disrespectful people out there who say, no, I'm keeping it real. No, you being disrespectful. So we all understand what disrespectful is, and keeping it real. And keeping it real means the information, like, for example, everything you're telling me now is just real information of what you saw in your area. You're not gonna sugarcoat anything. right now, if I ask you a question of what happened to the freestyle in your area, and you're gonna say, well, you know, I'm talking to Rocky Ramos, a very real person. I don't know what happened in your area, but over here that didn't go through like that. But I thought, no, I know, not right here. This is my area. I know what happened here. You understand? That's you.
Yeah.
So we'll keep on. We'll keep on. So so you came back from LA. So you went there. So you did go in Pacific Blue. You did some work there.
Yeah, but what happened was, I got to tell you the story because it's really interesting. It's funny. It's cool. It's one of the coolest stories you'll ever hear. Let me tell you why.
Rocky.
This is why I know I have that actor inside of me. First of all, when I was a kid, like Sesame Street, I used to bang the TV with the hammer because I thought I was gonna jump inside the television. All right, that's real, bro.
Real.
But this is what happened. They were making the set was going and they were filming. They had already their actors, and I jumped in without any permission. I jumped in the scene.
Okay.
Okay. There was already being recorded. It was already being flowed. It was already being syndicated. It wasn't live, but it was being recorded. Okay. I jumped in the scene as one of the characters. On the spot, I made up my character, bro. On the spot.
Oh,
that's freestyle, brother.
That's freestyle.
That's freestyle.
So
that's freestyle.
So okay, let me imagine the moment. So that's when that dude goes, okay, take 31, and they do that click to the board, and boom, camera rolling, and bang, and action. That's right. The word is action. Boom, and you ran and you jumped into the scene. And what did you do?
I didn't jump and ran. I flowed. I flowed up and no, yeah. What it was is there was a group of guys that they were gawking at the you know the chulitas, you know, the girls with all the bathing suits and stuff. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause this is the beach, talking about the beach. So they were gawking, and I knew how to do that pretty well. You know what I'm saying? I mean, hey, I'm a guy. I know what it feels like. So I jumped in the scene, and I just improvised because I studied theater growing up as well. So I know about improvisation. I know about projection and presence on image on screen. So I studied all that stuff. So I was confident. And so, anyways, rap print.
No, but
got syndicated.
Before we go from this particular subject, well, you know, immediately I wanna see you pursue this. I wanna see you in a movie. If this is what you do, you know, I mean, if this is something, for sure. I would love to see you on the big screen, on the, theater.
It's a dream.
Yeah, it's a dream. And, just as we are continuing with our freestyle dream and our freestyle reality, I don't have a calling for theater. I just don't. I'm not, but I do have a calling for music, for a lot of things in the arts, and I pursue them.
You're an artist.
I'm an artist.
Yes.
Even though I could act, but I'm not good with for example.
It's in you.
Memorizing.
It's in you, bro.
It is. That's a freestyling. Okay, so you back from. Okay, so you took that car ride from LA back to Los Angeles. You're like, okay, I'm done with this
bus ride.
Now. Oh, it's a bus ride. Okay, a 6 hours bus ride for the moment until the Hyperloop is built, and then you're gonna take that Hyperloop ride. It's gonna take like 20 minutes.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
But we're not there yet. We're still doing it. We're still coming from LA to San Jose in the good old fashioned way, bus ride.
Right. Yes. The one thing about San Jose, that the reason why I wanted to come back to my town was because if I see LA, it's hard to there's so many different types of how would I say,
culture?
Different types of styles.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody has their own style, but the thing about San Jose that I loved at the time was that when it came to music, we had just this edge. We had an edge because the Bay Area, when it comes to music, we're not just artists that. It's almost like we're like a little piece of New York. We study music. We're not just the guys that go to LA and try to become something because they have a dream and they want to be somebody because You know what I'm saying? We actually believe that you got to study your craft, bro.
Yeah. So
you know,
so San Jose has its own musical identity.
yes.
Okay. So if
its
you
own
hear,
musical identity.
for example, could you tell me? If I played you 5 freestyle track, will you be able to identify the one that was written and produced in the San Jose area?
Of course. Of course.
This is interesting.
Of course. Of course. Yeah, because I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Okay.
Because I said something prior to this interview when we were, doing our check and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to say this, and this goes out to my East Coast posse right now that's listening to Spanish Fly, the real, the original, the authentic, the organic Spanish Fly. Okay? The original. Listen, I have never, not once in my life, felt any ill feeling towards my family on the East Coast, my freestyle family, ever. Mm-hmm. I've always embraced every artist that came from freestyle, pretty much everybody, because there's nobody that I have a problem with that, doesn't present a problem to me that, I don't take things personal. So there's no problems. But what I'm trying to say and what I want to say is that I've always embraced the East Coast freestyle family because I knew that, I was introduced to East Coast freestyle first. So I always had that respect and my love for my freestyle family on the East Coast. The one thing, the problem that I have in the freestyle business, it's just a personal little pet peeve of mine, is that in my heart of hearts, and I'm saying this with all due respect, no personal attack to nobody in particular. Okay. Just a little issue that I feel like that the feeling is not reciprocated to West Coast freestyle artists. That's all I want to say. Because there's big names that I know that talk shit about us West Coast freestyle artists. And I'm telling you straight up, bro, I know who they are. You might not think I don't know that you do, and you do. But I know who you are. I don't take it personal. But that's not going to solve the problem of trying to get my music that I create for the fans that love my music and the fans that love freestyle in general. It's not going to solve the problem or help us as a freestyle community if you're holding me back because you feel I'm a West Coast artist and I'm softer than an East Coast artist. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So let me put my thoughts on this one, Rocky. So we are all, so in this great nation of ours, the United States of America, and we,
yes,
part of the HU Nation, Hispanic United Nation. We,
amen.
Okay. We are freestyling all over the place, and we have freestyle artists in Detroit, Chicago, all over California, So you feel that
I wasn't talking about the fans. Let me make that clear.
I think I understood you. There's maybe one, two, maybe a little group of people somewhere in the United States, okay, who instead of because the idea is that we all applaud each other and we all help each other. Just as San Jose has a lot of love for me. Let me tell you something. I got a family out there. My boy, my brother, DJ Frank Perez. This guy, he has taken me out there so many times. This guy is constantly, Bernardo, come by, bro. Come on, I'll send you the ticket.
Yeah.
This guy.
Oh, Frank.
I love Frank and the Perez family. They came over here to the Miami. I went out. We saw them. We had the dinner. Well, beautiful. And that's the idea. The idea is to help each other. And for example, I'm here. I'm thinking. I'm watching you, and I'm seeing. I'm seeing a great artist. I'm seeing. First of all, it's very convenient. Very convenient because I am a thinker. Very convenient that if I help out Rocky Rocky Ramos from California to come through Miami and we can do this Arctic exchange, I know that if I bring you in here, I know that I got another soldier in California who is going to take me out there whenever you got a gig out there. The first one, you're going to say, no, let me call Bernardo. Why? Because, you know, because you see that I bring you out here. I'm helping. And, you know, I go as far as saying to help out. Okay, so if you don't help out, okay, say you don't go. You don't have to go that route and help out, okay. But let's not bash and let's not talk about freestyle artists is bad just because they're not in your sector or in your area, right? Could we make this one a rule? Could we make this one an international rule?
I would love that. I would love that, because honestly, it's just only increasing the cause for freestyle.
First of all, it's not good for business. It's not good for.
It's not good for
business because we are in the phase where we're doing good, but we are in the phase where we are, because of social media, we are making first contact again. We're reuniting, and most definitely, we have no space for junk, because if not, we don't network. And before we start seeing some kind of real money, first things first, we have to network, and we have to be at peace with everyone. If you want to do, if your style is your controversy and this and that, you can do your style. It's okay. Do your shit. But please, let's not throw rocks at, you know, at another group anywhere else, you know, because that style is not good. You got your own little clique, and then you have this style that to make you, because that's an old trick of the devil. In order to make you better and grow, basically what you do is you do what you do, and then you bash whatever, everything else you hear, and that is completely correct. Yeah, and
it's slander. Yeah, Bernardo. Yes,
slander. That's an old trick. We are too old for that trick.
Right.
That's an old devil's trick. The trick of slamming everything else and bashing everything else so your shit could look better. No. That's not good. What I do is good. So let's not do that. We're all in this together. And, and at the end of this, you know, it's going to be horrible for whoever is doing this, because you can't be doing that kind of caca behavior nowadays. I'll give you an example. The other day, already one promoter from the New York area, a guy named Andre M. Faria. This guy just went overboard. This guy went overboard, and then, you know, he really got, he really got pinpointed, and you know, and you know, everyone knows that this particular Faria guy, you know, it's out of control, completely, and we can't have that. Like, let's play by the rules, people. Let's play by the rules, okay? Okay, we accept that your style could be one way, this and that, but, you know, let's not go overboard and let's not cross the line. The line is being disrespectful and saying stuff that you shouldn't be saying, because, you know, right now you can't escape that. Back in 1990-something, you know, you could control, you know, something that you said and you could quiet it down. Nowadays, you cannot quiet down. Nowadays, you can post something that somebody said, and the whole entire community is going to know in no time whatsoever. So anyone I know, anyone who used to have this kind of behavior, please, if you want to stay in this genre or stay relevant in any genre, yeah, you got to stop the nonsense. You gotta abandon the shady behavior, because you're gonna get spotted right away in no time whatsoever. So we live in a new age and time. This is a new beginning. This is a new era. We gotta reinvent ourselves. And, you know, if you was shady before, you know, I mean, God will forgive you. God forgives you. And, you know, let's begin. Could we begin again? Some of us. I
love you, bro. I love you, brother.
Some of us will never be able to do that. But, you know.
Ay, Dios mío.
Okay.
Yeah,
Rocky.
You know, so true.
Yeah, Rocky. let me be serious here for a little second. I want to be able to talk about something that is very important for all of us, something that we all know, something that you participated in, that is historical for all of us and very important. It's a group that that I don't know the details. I'm going to ask you exactly what happened. The group is called Spanish Fly.
Yes, sir.
And you
Yes.
how was Spanish Fly born? What's the story? I want to know the story behind Spanish Fly, because you're part of the Spanish Fly. We want to know. This is everyone knows. Everyone knows what's the group Spanish Fly.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So, do you want me to tell you the things you want to hear, or do you want to tell me the ugly truth? It just boils down to that, my brother.
Let's start with the let's start with the actual history of two words: Spanish Fly, freestyle. Okay, freestyle group, Spanish Fly. We all know the group. We all know it.
Yes.
It's very famous. It's one of those internationally famous freestyle, group. We want to know.
Okay. Let me go ahead and say one thing first. I want to say this. And I want the whole world to know and hear this. Okay. No matter what I went through with my record company, no matter how much they ripped me off, no matter how much they tried to silence my voice, no matter what they did to me that was unfair or biased, under God's green earth and heaven, I swear by this, I still appreciate the shot that they gave me.
Okay.
No matter how much Upstairs Records, didn't take care of me, basically. But I still appreciate the shot, bro. And a lot of artists, they're gonna complain about their record company, that they got shysted and crooked. Their record company was crooked, and I still appreciate the shot they gave me, man, because without my record company doing that, and I'll be honest with you, I could have went anywhere. I could have went to Capitol Records. I could have went to Universal. I could have went to, just what LMR. I could have went to LMR too. I could have went to any record company at that time to pursue my music career. But I stopped in my town to be faithful.
We have a lady called Franny over here, Franny Fran. She says that's a humble approach. I like
it's the God honest. My flesh is my flesh. That's the God honest truth. From the bottom of my soul, I speak the truth. I hold no ill will towards them, because without them, I wouldn't have been the original Spanish Fly. I wouldn't have been that.
Okay, let's talk about this.
But I was.
Okay, I want to. As me, because I'm only a representative and I only ask questions for the people. Okay. So I want to bring in the name of first of all, personal friend of mine. His name is Aki Star, and I want to know. We want to know. We want to know the story. We want to know the historical story, not only the historical stuff that happened with Spanish Fly. How was it born? How was it constructed? What happened? Historical,
Yes. Yes. So, Aki Star, what's up?
Aki.
Much love, brother. Much love. Much power. More power to you, my bro.
Much love.
I hope you're doing good. I hope everything's going well with your career, my bro. And I hope that, you continue on the path to success with your career.
Yes.
That's what I'm going to say.
Very talented.
With your music career, no matter what you do with it. So yeah, but basically what it was is that, man, I had disagreement with my record company when my song Precious, that was our first song. That was the song that I'm actually featured on, and the song that I wrote with my boy Bobby Bahinas. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the lead singer on the song. That's the track that got us known, that broke the ground for Spanish Fly, the first freestyle artist of San Jose.
1991.
1991. So everything was going great. I heard my song on the radio, and I I was like, you know, on my local most popular radio station, 97.7, they played Precious, and I was just like totally flipping my lid, man, as a young man, you know what I'm saying? Because I knew that was the chance that I needed. And so finally, you know, we started our Spanish Fly started becoming really popular. What could I say? We were touring everywhere. International.
Was Aki Star in the group at this particular time?
I'll get there.
Okay.
Let me get there. Yeah. So we were touring internationally, and so the thing about it was that my record company was trying to use a lot of their work against me. Basically, that you know, using the work in terms of like, you know, that I owed them money. But in fact, it was the other way around because I never saw money. So because of the fact that there was a conflict of interest to be one's record label, but also be the management, and also be, you know what I'm saying, the A&R rep, you know, to take all divisions. In those days, record companies didn't do that unless you were an independent. And if you're an independent, you had a team. You know what I'm trying to say?
Right. Yes.
You had a team. Yes. You might not have departments, but you had a team. Right. To take care of those things. Mm-hmm. So my record company thought I was real stupid, and so, you know, I was young, and so they took advantage of me money-wise. And so I grew some balls one day, bro. You know, and I was like, because I started to get flack. I did these big concerts with big names, huge names. I mean, we could go into it, but the names you hear in freestyle today, those are the names I did, you know, big mega concerts with.
Right.
And so I used to come back from those concerts broke as fuck, bro. Excuse me, my French. Oh, but I used to come back, yeah, broke as hell, bro. And my friends would be like, bro, didn't you just do a concert and you're asking me for money? Mm. You know what I'm saying? Mm. Or bro, you're taking the bus, you're taking public transport, you know, the transit, and you should have a car, bro.
Right.
So those are the kind of things that transpired, and so it inspired me to grow some, you know, cojones and go and talk to my record company about it. And that's when things fell apart, because they wanted to continue to take advantage of me because they thought that I was very stupid and they wanted to play me like that. So in my mind, I thought I was gonna leave the record company but stay in the group because the group was mine. So I thought that's the way it worked. That's not the way it worked. So when I left, behind the scenes, they were developing another group, and that's all that happened. So that's when Aki Star came in with Milo John Pro. Milo John Pro, he's the singer he's the one that recorded over my vocals on some of the tracks and did, you know, most of the album that was submitted to Warner Brothers Records, and that's how Spanish Fly became popular. So, but let it be known that I started Spanish Fly with Rodney Mahan.
Right. So
that's my boy.
So Aki Star and you never share the stage together, a duo in Spanish Fly. It was right. Because we want to understand. We want what we do. We want to understand. For example, I don't have it clear in my mind if Rocky Ramos and Aki Star was both of you on stage performing in Spanish Fly. And now what I'm understanding is that you had the problem with the record label, and then the record label basically you were no longer there, and then the lead singer, and then the record label brought in Aki Star. That's what I understand, right? No. The record label brought in John Milo
first. John Milo Pro. Milo was his stage name. John Pro, that's his real name.
Okay, we didn't know that.
He's the singer. He's the authentic singer of all the Anything You Want album. That's the real singer.
That's the real singer. But
that's the real true singer. Look him up. He's on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, but he doesn't go by John Pro anymore. Right. But anyway, so that's the real truth. And Aki Star was his partner. And what happened is that me and Rodney Mahan were the original group. So what they did is they put John Milo as me to duplicate me, or to try to my light, and then they brought in Aki Star as the background guy.
Okay.
To take Rodney Mayhem's place. So that's exactly what happened. This is, you guys are hearing the unadulterated truth.
I love it. Like I say, this thing happened over 30 years ago. It's history. We all. I mean, this is like the equivalence of, we got people who want to storm Area 51. It's, they want to know what's in there. Like, this is, I want to know. I want to know everything that happened. I've heard this story, but I don't have it clear in my mind. So I don't want to keep on asking people. I want to hear from the source.
Amen.
This is why I make
this is the horse's mouth. I
want to hear from the source. Is there a name for the particular person that the top executive, is he around still? Is there a name for the guy? The one that said, "Oh, this is what I'm going to do."
John Lopez? John Lopez?
John Lopez from Upstairs Records.
Yeah. He's the original CEO of the company. He's the one that I had issues with. He's the one that devised this whole cover up.
Is John Lopez still in the music business?
John Lopez, what he does is that he uses his wife to be the I don't want to say he used the word fall guy because that sounds a little mean, but he uses her so that he can hide behind the scenes. You know what I'm trying to say? But he's the one that pulls all the strings.
Thank you for the info. Yeah. Because now I have in my mind, because one of the things that I want to do, because I want our genre to grow. I want us to get it right. I want us to get back on the radio. Amen. And I believe that one of the ingredients one of the things that needs to happen in order for us to get back on the radio and to be extremely successful as we deserve to be is to clear out the garbage.
Right.
Not only to grow it, but there's 35 years of garbage in here, and at least now we have social media, and at least I want to understand, me and in this program, other people in other program, at least pinpoint. And you say that the CEO of Upstairs Record, his name, John Lopez, no?
Yes.
He was the one that basically he decided when they said, no, you're get out, you okay? And then he put new people in. Okay. So the name Spanish Fly, when did you think? So you thought the name belonged to you. This is what I want to hear.
Well, I created the name with Rodney Mayhem.
You created the name, but it was...
Yes, we were at Upstairs Records when the song was about to be released. We were at Upstairs Records and we needed a name. So, we came with all kinds of different names. But the one that stuck was Spanish Fly.
Who registered the name?
Oh, well, who else?
Who else?
So what happened was, can I jump forward real quick?
Say it.
From that note?
Say it. Do it.
So with the name Spanish Fly, since I am me and Rodney Mayhem are the authentic, organic creators of the name Spanish Fly and our group, and that group. So fast forward to 2000, I want to say 9, Aki Star came in the picture after I had already laid my groundwork with people recognizing where my origin of Spanish Fly. And so since John Lopez didn't want the world to know what the truth I'm telling you right now, he ended up selling the rights to the name because he's the one that registered the name, John Lopez. He sold that name to Aki Star. So Aki Star bought the name. I didn't know nothing about this. He bought that name, even though John Pro, even though Milo's the one that recorded Treasure My Heart, that's his, John Milo's Pro's voice. That's not my voice. That's not Aki's voice. That's John Milo's voice. So he sold it to Aki since he was in the group. They had a meeting, a private meeting. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
They had a private meeting, and so they planned this since 2009. So that's how come I fell off the map with the Spanish Fly as well. You know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know why people weren't calling me anymore to do gigs, because I was touring everywhere. I toured everywhere, and then suddenly I stopped touring, and I had kind of wanted to know why, you know, and then so that was the reason. But so that was the fast forward version. So that's why we're here today.
Because
that's how.
Okay,
so now
I want to understand. So in the somewhere in the 2000, you performed as Spanish Fly. Somewhere.
Oh yeah, I've been listen, Bernardo. I've been performing as Spanish Fly since MySpace. I mean, well, I'm saying like, of course back then, but I'm saying since 1991, I've been performing as Spanish Fly. But I'm saying like in the internet era, MySpace, my shit goes all the way back to MySpace, bro. Mm-hmm. The original MySpace, the real, the
okay,
when it first began.
Okay, could you perform as Spanish Fly?
Well, let me show you something. Do you see this here?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. It's probably read backwards because of the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is vinyl, bro. My voice is on this. It has Precious, the original song, and the name of my group, the original name, Spanish Fly. Mm-hmm. Spanish Fly. Has my name, Lorenzo Ramos, on there. Remember I told you that's my original stage name?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Why shouldn't I use? Why can't I perform my song Precious as Spanish Fly? If they want to, if Aki Star, more power. If he wants to use, if people want to hire him for you know what I'm saying, for the other songs, for Milo's music, Milo's songs, go ahead. I could still sing all those songs because I'm a lead singer. That's how I'm looking at it. But I'm not going to battle nobody. If anybody wants to hit me in court, well, what are they going to take from me?
Okay.
The truth?
Okay, so you've never had any kind of there's never been any kind of legal letter or any of that.
Let me ask you this question. If you were the mob and you had hidden secrets, if you were the mob and you had hidden secrets, would you want to go to court on somebody making money off of your hidden secrets, those hidden secrets, so that those hidden secrets could be revealed in court? Because let me tell you, if that was the case,
what's the name of this motherfucker?
I would get paid, brother.
Let me know the name of the guy from Upstairs Record, because he is the original. What's his fucking name?
Yeah, he's the guy.
What's the name
He's the
of
guy.
the guy?
I don't even blame. I don't even blame.
Okay.
Listen, for the record, everybody, I do not blame Aki Star.
No, I don't know. Exactly, because Aki Star is
he's a talented artist.
Beautiful people. This guy's amazing guy. Everything, Aki, anything. I want to know the name once again because I want to be able to remember this guy, the original, this guy, the Lopez guy.
John Lopez.
John Lopez from Upstairs Record.
He's on Facebook. You can look him up. I looked him up, but I blocked his ass.
I'm gonna look him up because this is the kind of shit that happens. You see, this is the reason why you have to be respectful, because here we are. This is something that happened in 1991, and this beef is right here. All of it because of this John Lopez guy. The action of one freaking guy. The action of one fucking guy. Okay?
Yeah. You're right, brother. You're right. And to be honest with you, I want to go back to one thing you said, Bernardo. You there?
I'm here, sir.
Listen, I want to go back to one thing that you said about taking the stage with Aki. I'm going to set the record straight. I've never had a problem with taking the stage with Aki.
No.
Because you know why? Because I don't need to use Spanish Fly, bro, because I'm Rocky.
Right.
I can make music as Rocky, go out as Rocky. I've done things in this business that most people will never do in their lifetime, brother.
So
I'm not worried about the name Spanish Fly. I love Spanish Fly.
Well, because the idea is that everybody knows, kind of like, for example, when Prince changed his name, I mean, he could change his name to whatever the hell he wanted to, but people call him Prince because he was Prince.
Yes.
So we all know, you know, we all know who you
Exactly.
are. So basically, you have been singing and you've done plenty of new material. So basically, you don't sing. Do you sing the stuff that does not belong to you?
You know, I'll be honest with you. I have done it. I have only sang "Treasure of My Heart," really, and other couple of other you know, classics of Spanish Fly, because my name is Spanish Fly. Does that make sense? See, I'll always sing Precious, always. But if the real lead singer is gone, missing in action, think about this. If the other lead singer, that guy, is gone missing in action, it's like the story of the Five Heartbeats. You remember that story? The Five Heartbeats, that movie?
Mm-hmm.
You remember what happened? The original guy, he died. So the guys that came in afterwards they sang those songs, the original songs, right? I don't know if you're with me on this. Okay,
Yes.
So the thing about it is that I'm the original lead singer. So I don't see nothing wrong with me taking any Spanish Fly song. And like I said, I mean, this is going to step on some toes in the business, but take me to court. That's all I can say. No, bro. I'm not interested in doing any other Spanish Fly songs, because you know why? Because I just released new material under Rocky. And I'm going to continue to release more new music.
Let's give closure. I want to be able in this interview to give closure to this particular you know, because this is it's complicated, it's upsetting, and when it comes to me, at least out of, you know, the general idea of what you said, I'm trying to look for, you know, where the beginning of this problem, and everything leads to this John Lopez guy, which is the one that made the original move. The really bad caca move was done by John, you know, that particular person.
Right.
Yeah. You know, this is the reason.
He's the culprit. He's the reason.
This is the reason why we have, you know, we're constantly watching out for everything in our circle, because we know that the bad moves and bad action from someone can live a whole lifetime. It could be generational. And we call that, for example, when somebody in a family has a weird caca style, you know, it could become generational curse, a generational curse. It could, you know, that problem will manifest itself in generations to come. So one bad move from this man, 30 years later, we're here and we're talking about this, because a lot of things have unfolded because of this particular move that this guy made. You know, and we don't expect that from our leaders, because he was a leader. He was the CEO of Upstairs Record. The idea.
Well, I saw him like a father figure. I saw him as a father figure because he took me in and he embraced me.
Exactly. And then what happens is that people with power like that, on the contrary, especially when it comes to, because we're not talking about a 40-something-year-old Rocky Ramos. We're talking about 20-year-old Rocky Ramos.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, this is what the problem is. This is what the problem is, because you're talking based on you, but you're forgetting that 1991 Rocky Ramos was a 20-year-old man, young man. I am a 50-year-old man. This is the reason why I don't even deal. Look, I don't even want to deal with you new young people. I don't. I just don't. I don't even deal with young. I don't want to deal with young people because of this. Because I understand that young people it's very fragile. You understand? And I don't want to deal with it. I only deal with adults. I will only do business with adults and deal with adults, because not only that it's bad, but if an adult, you know, if me as anyone as an adult makes a bad move to a young kid.
Can I show you this?
Say it.
Let me show you this. This is Rodney Mahan right here. He's on Facebook. Look him up. Okay. This is the original background singer. He's actually. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you like this. He's the guy who helped me and come up with the name Spanish Fly. Okay, that's me right there. Guess who that is? That's MC Hammer right there. Guess what's happening right there? Look at the headline. The headline reads this: local stars light up the South Bay Music Awards. You see this right here? This right here? Okay, was a gold plaque. It was a gold plaque. I'm going to tell you the truth. Precious, the first award I got for Precious was a gold plaque. Yeah, and there's a bad story behind where it's at. Let me tell you.
Okay, so,
but I'm not gonna get into that.
I wanna let's close this particular
okay.
I would say, dark part of the interview, which, I mean, it just made me feel a lot of stuff. It just because, for example, I don't know if you know, I'm good friends with Aki.
Yeah, but let me set the record straight before you go there. I don't have no problem with Aki at all.
Nobody has a problem with Aki.
I used to be upset at Aki for many years. I'm going to tell the truth. I used to be upset at him for many years because I had problems with him using the name Spanish Fly and John Lopez, giving him the rights to use it at the time. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still Spanish Fly, so it doesn't matter how you could go. You could try to trademark the brand, but it's still my brand.
Yeah, well,
at the end of the day. But I'm just gonna say, I don't have no ill will towards Aki Star. I love you, brother.
I
got love for you,
Aki. We love
That's
you.
It.
We understand and value you. We understand the precious human that you are. I know you, man. You're an incredible human being. We love Aki Star, and we wish Aki Star the best. He is doing good. He's kicking ass, and he's representing. Just as you are representing the area, and just doing good work. Viva la música, and and then again, I say the best is yet to come. And I think if one thing I want to be able to, I think it's what I think this is gonna be one of those healing. This is like a healing interview for this particular, to begin of a healing process of something that was not done by you or Aki Star. It was done with somebody else. His name is John Lopez. This is it. Without that classic move from this guy, that one day you came through and you. That's it.
That's it.
He recycled you, bro. How can you do that? And the original,
but you can't.
You can't do that.
You could fake. The truth will always come out. Just like in the Bible, it says that what's in the darkness will come. It'll surface to the light, brother. It'll surface to the light. And the truth always does.
The biggest problem I have with this particular thing is that I don't know how old John Lopez is, but I believe that he must have been older than a 20-year-old Rocky Ramos. How old was he?
He was in his. I believe he was in his 30s, his early 30s.
He was at least 12 years older than you. When you were in your 30s.
Oh, yeah.
When you were in your, I remember being 30, 32, 33. My plane was already well landed. I was already here. I was well centered. Because maybe in my 20s, okay, because I was not all here in my 20s. But in my 30s, right. I knew pretty much what I was doing. So shame on you, Mr.
Yes.
Shame on you, Mr. Lopez. Shame on you. Because, this is the story of people taking advantage of young people. And I have a problem with this one. I don't ever want to see anyone. I don't ever want to see anyone abusing young people. This is the reason why I stay away from them. I stay away from them because childhood and youth has got to be respected. That's why I love the laws, and they're there for one reason. They're there. You do not mess with anyone under 18. You don't. You respect them. All the people. We old. Old people, we older. Do not mess with young people. Did Rocky?
Yes.
Did you go to the bathroom?
No, I'm here. Man, I had to get.
You go to the bathroom?
Man, no, because.
Yo, bro, I wasn't doing an interview and you went to the bathroom.
I'm dehydrated. I'm dehydrated, bro. I had to get me water.
In my life. I've never seen this in my life. I'm interviewing this guy, and this guy went to take a leak at the bathroom.
No. I had to give me a water, bro.
So, okay, kisses for Aki. We close this particular chapter. We know what happened. Love. And on the contrary, who knows? Maybe even in the future, there's gonna be.
Hey, I extended an invitation to Aki Star for us to take the stage together, brother.
Oh.
Think about it, bro.
I like that shit.
I extend the invitation to you, bro, because you know you're keeping the legacy of Spanish Fly alive. That's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah. Okay, great. So could we bring this thing to? You want to bring it already to today, or is there somewhere somewhere in the middle, the year 2000, some in the 2000? What happened there? What happened with the freestyle, the freestyle story, the Rocky Ramos freestyle history of the year 2000s? And
so here's the thing: is that I've been in 2000 and I want to say 2012. Well, let's fast forward to 2012. 2012, I started to let's see, what are we in right now? 2019, of course. My bad. Since 2007, I'll say it like that, and then I'll jump to 2012. I've been studying engineering, music on a whole different level. Like I'm not just studying music as an artist, but now I'm studying as a technological, force. Learning the craft on the tech side end. You know what I'm saying? Because
yes, sir.
Because I know I know how to make the music, but now I need to learn how to really mix the music.
Let me ask you a question, bro. Can I ask you a question? Have you ever rocked it in banda? You never done a little time in banda? Like
I know how to dance. I know how to dance banda and all that.
Yo, I want to go to one of them places. You see Rocky just doing it, bro. Yo, digging it, going. That's it. That's the roots, bro.
Yeah.
I love, our Latino roots, wherever we're from, I love our music. I love our culture. I think we are a bunch of spectacular, with 50 million of us that, in the last 60, 70 years arrived in this country, and we are good for the mix. Good for the mix of this country, because we are a bunch of happy, we're Latinos are all happy.
Latinos ain't going nowhere.
Yo, we happy people, man. We happy. We resolve anything with a beer. Sit down, bro. Let's just drink. Let's just have fun. Let's, and it's great.
Yes.
It's great for the mix, in this country where I've been here for the last 40 years, and I've learned that there's a lot of tension over here. There really is. So, here we are, 50 million. We are 50 million musicians, because any Latino is a musician, and you know what I'm saying? We're just entertainers. We're like natural entertainers, and and we just like to party and stuff like that, So viva la raza, viva nuestra gente, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, so now, Rocky, we're engineering. You're doing something that I want to be able to do in the future, and you do it now. I want to be able to understand more of what I'm doing.
So basically, this is what it is. I decided that if I'm going to continue with my music career, all the things that were happening, I needed to be in a position, because, see, let me tell you how, this is why I kind of, I don't want the tone to feel negative at all. It's not that, but truth kind of, the truth kind of hurts a little. So, but the thing is that in the music industry, it seems like the people that I've come across, and some of them are my friends, but for the most part, they're acquaintances. They're just acquaintances. Okay. But they're people with power. There's some people with power, but nobody wants to help each other. Everybody wants to charge each other. Everybody wants to be greedy. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to say they're your friend, and then when you come to them for help, it's like they show their true colors in terms of business. So I decided that I wasn't going to pay anybody, and I wasn't going to. I needed to be in a position where I had to, do everything myself, because there was no way I was going to be able to afford anybody. So I decided to myself, why do that anyway when I have the skills to do it myself? So I taught myself every aspect of music that you can think of. I've been studying this since 2007, but I really took off in 2012 with my music education. Let me tell you.
Formal education.
Yes, my formal, yes. So that's where I'm at. In 2012, I started to learn. I started to, get extensive with my YouTube knowledge, and I learned a lot about the art of mixing and you know, just a lot of different things that those that don't understand, it'll be like rocket science to them.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's when I started to but then again too, it's expensive. No matter what, there's always going to be a cost, man. And any good product will never be cheap, let me tell you. And that's another thing that's gotten the industry really bad, because we have all this saturated mega everybody wants everything free type of handout type of attitude when it comes to somebody's music. Like iTunes, I believe it's kind of a sad thing that iTunes, not iTunes, but I'm saying like the worldwide digital downloads is only $2 at max for a single.
Mr.
You know,
Rocky, let me ask you a question. Now that we're here, I thought of a question I wanted to ask you. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you know, when I begin the program, I start singing the little chants of looking for the perfect beat, ba ba ba, because you know I'm in search of. I've been in the last 6 months. I'm in search of, and I'm looking, and I'm learning, because I want to be able to. I want to be able to help out, and you know, and, oh, it's out now. Oh, it's out now. Looking for the perfect beat. Oh, what's up? What's up?
Yeah, baby. All right, my bad. Woo!
Oh, what's up? Oh, what's up? Oh, no. What's up? What's up now? Rocky,
you said it.
Rocky. Oh, now that you did this, do you think you could give us a little sample of your new song? Because this is the reason why. This is the reason why we are online, because we've spoken about many things, but you know, the main focus was to talk about that you have a song being released. When was the song Princess released?
So can I tell you the story real quick?
Say it.
Okay. So the story behind Princess is that in 1993, I was on my own, no longer with my record company. And so I was still working with some of Stevie B's artists, Island Boy, Carell. He's one of the artists that I used to talk to back in the day. And I worked with his producer, one of his producers. And we came out with Princess back in 1993. It's on YouTube. Let me tell you, the original is on YouTube. A lot of my fans, particular fans, know Princess. And so, man, Princess just seemed like, when I wrote that song, it was like I was trying to call Precious back into my life.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I felt this connection when I wrote Princess in 1993. I felt this connection like Princess was you know, the sister of Precious. So when I wrote the song, there was the connection from Precious to Princess. You know what I'm saying? From Princess to Precious. So in 1993, that song, it just something, every time you play it, it just has that hit quality. It always had that like potential for a hit to be a hit. We never mixed it down right properly. So that's the real reason why it's always been in my heart to come out with Princess. So fast forward to 2018, I started to write, started to reproduce Princess after I came into, you know, becoming a master of music in terms of my mixing knowledge and my mastering knowledge in terms of the product. So that's why I was like, you know what? It's time to roll out Princess, baby.
And here we are.
Yes.
And
here we are.
Could we hear a little bit, because I don't have the capacity to play it over here. Could we hear a little bit from your speakers?
Do you want the New York version? My version of New York style? Or do you want Miami bass style? Which one do you want, baby?
Yo, that's too. Yo, just play me the song, bro. Because now I'm like, I'm Miami, New York, the San Jose version. Oh my God.
All right, hold on. Here we go. I'm gonna play you straight up Bronx, baby.
Straight up Bronx.
In the house.
Okay. Great. Very good.
All right, bro.
Very good. Very good. We love it. We love it. And let me ask you a question. So, this particular song is for it's up in all the digital platforms.
Yes, it is. It hit officially the full market. I believe it was yesterday. The World Wide Web yesterday. So you can find it on iTunes, Spotify, you know, whatever. Yeah.
So we click Rocky Ramos, freestyle, or just Rocky Ramos Princess, and it'll pop up.
Yeah. Yes. I will have a link that I'll send to you. That if you can on this video, you can just put it up, and then people can search it up.
Right. Rocky, let me ask you a
That's
question.
Okay,
because, yeah. We're gonna put links over here. You know, please, ladies, help out. You know, it's just we got a bunch of soldiers over here, bro. We got, you know, we in Facebook. We have to do a special program to thank all the soldiers that are constantly in everybody's pages whenever they go live supporting. And they post the, you know, like the links and stuff like that. They really help out. You know what I'm saying? A lot. Promoting the song, promoting the artist, and promoting the genre. Okay, Rocky, let me ask you a question.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Because,
yes, sir.
you know, as you heard, you know, you played it a little while ago. I'm looking for the perfect beat. So I'm looking for the because I know that we're gonna do the best that we're going to accomplish is in the future that is yet to come. We haven't even accomplished that, but a lot has to do with that simplified musical formula that every DJ on planet Earth, that new formula of freestyle, simplified formula of freestyle, that every DJ on planet Earth is going to say, I'll play that. Oh yeah, I'll play that. Okay, now, because when something is done good, just as the perfect beat and what Arthur Baker and all those people created, and everybody just went crazy over it, because once in a while it happens. Okay, so using that as a reference, okay, Rocky Ramos, where is the reference that you are using? Who is like producers of reference, throughout the last 10 years that is making you produce this new formula of Princess?
Honestly, I gotta say Carlos Barrios.
Okay.
I gotta say Carlos Barrios.
Okay.
Who else is up in there?
Okay.
That I really believe in.
What I hear when you said that, what I hear is, and again, there's other people that I've heard. Okay, so I call this phenomenon breaking the codes. So say, for example, if there's 6 codes, like a lock, 6 codes, 10 codes, okay, that is going to take in order for us to just grab that wall and just tear it apart and just cross over again and go on mainstream media, we're going to have to create this perfect musical formula that every DJ on planet Earth is going to say, I'll play that. Oh my God, did you hear this song? Because when something is done right, it'll catch it. That'll go viral. It'll go like wildfire. It's because it's great. So okay, and then
I see what you're saying.
Carlos Barrio. Carlos Barrio is one of those producers who holds one of the key codes for the new formula of freestyle in the future, which is, for example, what you say right now, that you use him as a reference.
But there's a reason. There's a reason I say Carlos Barrios. There's a reason.
Okay.
There's a reason. And as soon as you let me explain, I'll tell you why I said Carlos Barrios.
Say it.
Okay. Here's my reason. Carlos Barrios is just one, but he's somebody that I look after in terms of the genre, the style, because there's different styles of your genre. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So what I'm trying to say is that in terms of Carlos Barrios' style, I'm not talking about Miami Bass style. I'm talking about East Coast. I'm talking about New York style. Like that's my style. Like I love New York style and Miami Bass too. But and not just that. But here's the thing about musicians and producers in general that are my caliber, that I feel are up there in my caliber. Because you know how you have all these people that talk shit about the new music and shit like that, and they say, oh, well, that sucks, and it doesn't sound like our music back in the day and all that shit. You know how they say that?
Yeah, that new school, old school,
Okay. Okay. Well, what they're fucking forgetting is that when they were young, is that the producers back in those days, would they have like that, those producers to say that shit about your music? You know what I'm saying? So about the music that we were coming out with, and in fact they kind of did, and so that's kind of where that comes from with our generation. So what I'm trying to say is that if you are creating music, and what Bernardo is trying to say, my answer to that is, Bernardo, is that you got to keep the shit innovative, and you cannot leave out the sound that has been built for today's audience.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Yes. You keep the foundation of how we built it.
Yes, sir.
With the analog and the 808s and all the firm, the firm hard shit. But you got to remember that sounds become new and they become innovative. Yeah. So you have to give them the new way of doing it. You have to give that a chance.
Mm-hmm. And then that'll make the new formula for the new generation. Yes. Because in reality, yes, all we can do, we are just, we're just we're a lot of people. We're in the thousands and thousands, but we are a small group internationally, and all we could do is just support the genre and just unite and create, yes, that perfect formula that everyone is going to be, the perfect musical formula that everybody's going to really like love, bro. Like overwhelmingly love. Like, I'm gonna play this right now. I mean, bro. Yeah. When something is good,
that's why I say Carlos Barrios, because he's the first one that I heard when he did the Sammy Zona. Is it Without You? I think it was Without You.
And Running. He did the
and Running, but mainly I heard it in Without You. When I first heard Without You, the way he did it, is I heard those innovative new shit, the new sounds, you know, the new leads, the new what we hear like today.
Right.
So he understood it that way. You know what I'm saying? His style was more innovative. So that's why I'm talking about Carlos Barrios, because I clicked on it right away. I grabbed a hold of that right away.
Carlos Barrios is one of those old school producers who has freestyled evolve. He is evolving. He is constantly evolving, and you can literally hear. And this is one of the producers to watch out for, because he's on something. He's also looking for that perfect beat, and he's doing good. At least he's got your attention, you know, and he's got other people's attention, you know, just like, I want to hear more. I like what you're doing, Carlos. Keep on, because we are all, you know. And then this is
when it comes to Miami bass, when it comes to the 808 shit, let me tell you right now. Stop right here, baby. Stop right here. That's all I want to tell you. Innovative. But I'm sorry to cut you off, my brother.
Do it. This is your show, my friend. You know, this is your time. And you know, I'm so thankful. These days I'm thankful for a lot of stuff, and I'm really thankful for you know, my what I'm doing, you know, with social media. You know, I love what I'm doing. I love this particular show. I love, you know, what I'm searching for, and you know, and I'm getting the answers that I'm getting the answers for the questions that I'm thinking about, you know, guest by guest, you know. And today you have schooled us. You schooled the whole entire freestyle community on a lot of stuff, you know, that not a lot of people know. And we all need to know it, because everyone who's watching at this particular moment, everyone is participating in taking our beloved genre to the next level. Believe me, this is gonna happen. There's no ifs or buts. It's when. One of these days. Yeah. One of these days, because we are, through unity and talking, even if we gotta talk and talking, you know, there's some things that, because then again, as we spoke about, we already done with this conversation, but we spoke about, you know, sometimes we gotta name out the garbage so we can, you know, identify the garbage and throw it out, because, you know, we can't have, at this particular moment, it's hard enough the way it is. Imagine bringing into our genre caca people with manipulative behavior that do not want us to grow. We can't have those. Please, let's identify them and let's get them out. Let's get them out. Like, no, you're not welcome here, bro. Maybe, who knows? Try rock and roll, something else. See if they want you, because we don't want you.
Yes. No more stealing. That's the way I look at it. There's givers and takers in this world, brother, and it's in every genre. It's in every industry. You know, this world is too evil for us to not try to. I don't want to say evil. This world is too beautiful. I'll say it like that, for us to let evil prevail. It's just, we got to stop that shit. You know, we can't, instead of using the internet to be a internet gangster, you know what I'm saying, a Facebook gangster, why can't we just use it to promote each other? That's man, right. Come on.
And with that being said, I want to be able to, anyone who's watching me at this particular moment that has some kind of important historical information that you know about and would like to use this platform so we can relay the information that could help out, you know, in our struggle, in the struggle to get back to the top, so we can all get, so we can all accomplish our freestyle dream and make a couple of dollars when we at it. You know, well-deserved money, man. I want to be shit. Say it, Rocky.
No, let me make a point.
Say it,
Rocky. You struck the chord of my lifetime.
Say it,
Rocky. I'm gonna tell the world the truth. I'm not in this to get rich, bro. Okay. I'm not in this fucking industry to become a millionaire. That's not what I'm doing this music for. Especially freestyle. That's why freestyle isn't. It's like fine wine. You have to have that taste, that You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
That particular taste for it.
That's right.
And so I wouldn't be doing freestyle if I was in it for the money. Let me tell you like that. But I will say this. But I am in it to make a decent career out of it.
Yeah.
You know, this God gave me this skill for a reason. So, but I'm not in this to become rich and famous.
Right.
I'm already, like my saying is that I don't want to be famous because I'm already infamous, baby. That's what I'm saying.
There's only one Rocky Ramos. That's you, bro. Very unique individual. A real artist. You know, a real artist. You know, your personality is very unique. You're a leader. And that's what we need. We need more leaders, and you know, well-centered leaders. What we need is well-centered leaders to influence, and you know, and say, for example, today, for example, you spoke a lot of stuff. You know, for example, I love the info about Carlos Berrio, that you're kind of saying, this guy is in the right track. I like that. You know, little things like that, so we can all, because all we want.
Not to take anything from any other producers that are doing well. I mean, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't had much time to research on a lot of other producers because I've been so busy studying my own shit. So it's hard for me to keep track of everybody, to be honest with you. But I can't take nothing away. If it's a good product, it speaks for itself.
We all need to give our opinion, you know, in our sound, in the music formula.
Yes.
In the music formula, because you know, our inputs are very important. For example, let me give you my input. I'm gonna give you my honest input. I do believe that for the year 2019, I do believe that a lot of the freestyle that I hear are very busy. I would like to hear a less busy freestyle, you know, because I'm listening to other genres. For example, I'm listening to hip hop, and these things they're very empty. You know what I'm saying? Their formula is just the instrument that belongs there, and you know, not one more, not one less. This industry standard, you know, this is, and I do hear, you know, the majority of the freestyle that are, I would like to see freestyle getting a bit more simplified.
Yes. You know, real quick, I'm sorry, but real quick, because you said something. That right there is the most truest thing I've heard all year. Because the truth is that that's what I learned about my production, is that, especially with this Princess project, I realized that I was trying to make it such a mega hit that I had too much in it. But the more that I simplified it, oh boy, the more you could understand the emotions behind it.
Yeah. And the reason why I tell you this is because I went to mix and master a song. I'm always making something. I went to mix and master a song over here in our local Miami tape with George Garcia, and the first thing that he told me was, this has a lot of instruments in it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the guy just like, you know, I'm like, and then I'm trying to give George excuse. He say, no, man, you know, it's, you need to take off because, you know, we love it. We think more and more and more and more. And then sometimes we don't realize that, you know, and George Garcia just told me, he's my boy. I said, I'm there with George. And he's like, he looked at me and he's like, yeah, you're going to have to start, you know, cutting out some shit from here because it's way too busy. So this just happened to me. Yeah. 3 days ago. So, you know, so I did. The guy didn't even accept my song, and I'm here in my computer, and I'm this particular poetry that I'm doing, and I'm you know, I gotta let go. I'm crying. I'm editing. I'm producingly crying. You know how it is. I'm like, okay, I gotta get rid of something. Why do I let go? Please, somebody, please. Why do I gotta let go of that piano? Why do I let go? God. I don't want to let go of that piano. Don't do that to me. And I got to let it go. If I got to let go of the piano, I got to let go of the piano. If I got to let go of the little ding, 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 I got to let it go. I'm gonna tomorrow, the day after. I don't know exactly when I'm going to mess with that song again. But the next time I mess with that song, I have to bring my George Garcia from Miami Tape already told me I have to bring my freaking machete. I have to bring the machete, my knife, and I have to cut it, bro. I gotta delete. I gotta do the unthinkable. Press the delete button or mute it for other versions. Because
mute it.
I'm gonna have to mute it.
Yeah,
that's what he said. He said, make other versions. Just put the piano. The first thing he tackled the piano. That's the first thing he tackled. But put for another version. But he's too busy, Bernardo. He kind of hurt my feelings, but he's right. I gotta tell you.
Yes.
You know, it looks like I have like 3 songs in one.
Yes.
It looks like that particular poetry. I produced like 3 songs in one.
That's what happened to me with Princess, because with Princess I wanted it to be such a mega hit that you want to know how many versions I have of that track? I have 25 versions. Yeah. And it came down to the wire. Okay, I need to take this out. I need to take that out. No, this is crashing that. This is killing that.
Because we're artists, and artists, it's very hard to let go. Look, I witnessed one day. Let me tell you how art is, Rocky. I witnessed one day a lady that paints. I witnessed her selling one of her paintings and literally crying when she was given the painting because somebody purchased it. I saw this. Crying because she had to let go of she sold it and she was crying. I understand that. I don't know. When it comes to this particular work that I'm doing at this particular moment, I don't know exactly what to mute, bro, because I love it all.
So let me hear it. I'll tell you what to mute.
I'll let you hear it. I'll let you hear it soon.
I'm just kidding, bro.
No, I will. No, you're not gonna hurt my feeling. George Garcia already did.
No,
but Rocky,
4 ears are better than 2, right?
Rocky, listen to me. You're not gonna hurt my feeling. I already got wounded. My boy George Garcia, he killed me 2 days ago. He freaking killed me. He shot at me point blank. I'm like, bro, don't do this to me, bro. You're hurting my feeling. What feeling? Delete that shit. Mute it.
Mute that shit, boy. I'm telling you, I know how you feel, man. Especially when you're like, oh, that's the shit. Right there. That's it right there.
According to me, everything that I did over there is the shit. Because I love it. I invented it. I love it.
I feel you.
But according to George Garcia, the masters and mixes songs on a daily basis, and he's a professional. He tells me that that is way too busy, and that I have to respect him, because the guy over here in Miami, the guy is authority. He's an authority. He's a big authority. Not only that, he's the mastering. The guy spends the whole entire day not only mixing but mastering. The guy masters Tejano music, salsa, merengue, bachata, you name it. The guy's ear is amazing because he not only masters freestyle music, he masters everything. That's what he does. So I take his words. I take his words. His words are, he's like a general. His words are like, yes, sir. Yes, General Mr. Jorge Garcia. Thank you, sir. I will do so, sir. So, then again, we're looking for this perfect beat. The best is yet to come. And today has been my pleasure to interview Mr. Rocky Ramos. And today I got to give you a big round of applause and a standing ovation for everything that came out of you. Yeah, it came out of you that, even though it came out of you, you're a real gentleman, bro. You're a real G. You're a real G. And you have well intentions to your career and well intentions to a genre. Because, for example, the first thing you said, and you say, I don't have anything against Aki Star, man. I got problems with the Upstairs record. Is that Aki Star? No, that's my boy. And you said if Aki would ever want to do something on here, I love that. It means, right. You know what I'm saying?
I got his back. Yeah. I got his back. 100%.
And then you and that means that it's your freestyle intentions are the best, and we salute you. We give you a big round of applause for that. And so we've been talking.
I want to say one thing. I want to interrupt you real quick, because you know where I think you and me connect. This is where I feel like our souls intertwine. I'm going to tell you how. When I had to ask, because I wanted to know what, I asked one of I want to give a shout out to my girl Jezrita. She follows my music. She's a great inspiration to all the fans out there, because let me tell you, she takes freestyle serious, and I have plenty of those fans. So much love to all my fans. But the one particular thing that I asked her, because I don't know, did she set our interview up? Is she the one who set it up?
She did.
Okay. She's the one who set it up, because but the thing is that I wanted to know about you a little bit more as far as what your taste. And she told me, looking for the perfect beat, right? And I was like, son of a bitch, that's my shit right there. That's my shit. Looking for the perfect beat, that's my shit, Bernardo. So I was like, that's where we connect right there.
Because and the reason why I use that is because I think this is another thing that I'm gonna say. I think that we have walked away a little from the original virus, and the original musical virus was created by Arthur Baker, John Robbie, and Africa Bambaataa, and and everything that Cosmo D did, and all those cats from 1980 to 1984 that did wonderful
Egyptian
music.
Lover too.
Egyptian Lover, many. I mean, there's so many that we but there's so many godfathers of our contagious beat, and I do believe that we walked away a bit, and I do believe that in order for us we need to go back to the roots. We got to go back to the basic roots, do a little research in there, so we can take our genre to the next level. Because we walked away from the original musical virus, and we need to go back over there, and from there we do a little research in there, and then when we come back, my bro, it's gonna go berserk. It's gonna go crazy, because we did berserk. Now, for me, I do say we walked away a bit from that, and that's and we definitely got it. That's why I'm constantly saying the perfect beat and and all this stuff.
No, you're right. You're right, because that's my inspiration. I'm always looking for the perfect beat, but that's my that track is my reference.
Yeah, and then for reference, and then because there's a big misunderstanding here, because I hear a lot of people saying about the whole Planet Rock stuff. No, I'm not saying about mimicking one particular song itself. No, let's go to the roots and embrace what was invented from 1980 to 84. That was something called, what was it, Electro Funk?
Yes.
It was Electro Funk, right?
Electro Funk.
In that Electro Funk is that our triumph is somewhere in there.
Yes.
In that Electro Funk done by Africa, by Cosmo D, by Egyptian Lover, by many people, a lot of Europeans, because those Kraftwerk. Yeah, those particular cats, those particular producers, for example, Cosmo D was
Tommy Boy Records.
Cosmo is more of a dance producer than really hip hop. This.
Yes.
Cosmo is a dance. He's a technical guy. He loves pianos and synthesizers and the Egyptian Lover. These people are into like 909, 808. These people speak a language that I don't even know about. Like technical stuff. Like they're like technical geeks. You know what I'm saying? Like
yes.
Musical geeks.
Musical technical scientists.
That's what they are. They're mad scientists.
They're mad scientists.
I'm gonna interview Cosmo one of these days. I already spoke to him, and I'm gonna interview him too.
Tag me.
Yeah, I'm gonna interview him too. And these people had the perfect formula. I gotta tell you, bro. They did. And I believe that we walked away a bit from that particular formula, and we have to go back to the roots. We got to go back there and look and and do a homework a little bit there, a little bit more, and you're gonna see what's gonna come out.
I want you to listen to. You got to go to iTunes or you know what? I'll send you. I'm gonna send you my tracks I thought I sent them to you, but anyway, you couldn't. I don't know why I didn't.
I didn't receive it.
But listen, but you got to listen to the Miami bass mix
Version of
because
Princess.
yes, because I threw in. As a matter of fact, let's wrap up the interview with that.
Let's wrap it up.
So
let's go. So okay.
With the 808.
With the 808. This is the. Hold on. Let me make the presentation, my bro. So
go for it, bro.
Okay. So where do we start? This is the brand new song, brand new single from Rocky Ramos, West Coast freestyle legend Rocky Ramos. And this particular song is already in every single digital platform there is. So look him up. Rocky Ramos, Rocky with rock and then the letter E and then Ramos. And the name of the song is Princess. And he's going to play for us right now the Miami bass version of Princess. Do it, Rocky. I love you, my bro.
Love you, bro.
That's right.
Much love.
Much love,
Peace.
my bro. Peace.
Here we go.
Here we go. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I like it. Freestyle, amigos. Thank you for your there. Anytime that I make a new and today, I want to you know that because the guitar player. So thank you, Franny. You girls are amazing. Sing it, Rocky. Rocky Ramos in the house, right there. That's right. Somebody say, oh,
West Coast, East Coast, Miami in the house.
and somebody scream. Oh shit! What? Oh,
That shit knocks, baby.
what? What? I want to hear this in a club.
There it is, baby.
Thank you so
there
much.
It is.
Rock E. Ramos, the name of the song, Princess. Thank you so much, Rocky, for giving us this amazing interview. The interview is here. If you did not see it from the start, you can always go back and watch it again. It was an amazing interview. Rocky gave us great freestyle information for those who are in search of, just as I am in search of, because I have plenty of love for a genre, and all I want for a genre is the best, and I want it to grow, and I want it to grow now. So thank you, Rocky, and we're gonna pause it because with you, it looks like I'm going to be doing a part 2, part 3, and yeah, we're gonna I'm gonna do more sequels with you than George Lucas has done to Star Wars, for sure.
I love it. All right, brother.
I love you, my bro. Take care.
I love you too, brother.
Everyone,
thank you. I love everybody out there. Thank you for watching, everybody.
Thank you. Bye.
God bless you.
God bless.
Bye. Peace.
Peace.